up, bro. And we might be witnessing history again with MP tonight. He now has a chance to set the record for the most three-pointers in a single season. We know the current record, of course, is with Steph Curry. MP could break that tonight. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Look at the 76ers starting group. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Edgecombe is out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. And for Golden State, MP out there with Horford. Then it's Curry. Then it's Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And the Warriors start out with the ball. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And MP throws it down.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
Here's Edgecombe. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Watford. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now, here's MP. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Yep, that one goes in there.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Out left to the wing. Here's Edgecombe. The 76ers, another 3.
That's what they really want to get from Edgecombe, a consistent stroke from the perimeter.
And it's the Warriors' ball. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
Now, here's George, and stolen by MP. Curry outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him, and coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if coach's message resonates. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. On its way from Curry for two. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Edgecombe. The 3 from George. The Warriors pull it in. Here's MP. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. PJ Edgecombe picks one up.
And MP doesn't back away from physical defense. You love that about the young player. He welcomes any chance to get to the line.
And both free throws good for MP. And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. MP with it. Now defended by Oubre. The 3 from MP. Sinks the triple. MP's got 9.
MP looking solid from there.
It's George on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The putback. It's hauled in by George. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Edgecombe. Here's Watford. Offline with his 3.
Even though it didn't go down, they'll take that shot every time.
And Curry has it in the corner. And the Warriors, another 3.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Pass to Embiid. Back to George. The 3. And the rejection by MP. And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Horford. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Count it.
Crafty at cashing it in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Here's Curry, coming off 31 points last game. Here's MP, driving to the basket. The layup off target. The 76ers trail by 5. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. No good on the 3. MP with it. Now defended by Oubre. And Curry has it in the corner. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Curry's got 13.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Watford with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pass to Embiid. Five on the clock. Now Edgecombe. Guarded by Curry. Embiid from outside. It's rebounded by Curry. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Podziemski. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Warriors with some changes. Santos is checked in, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Curry. And then for Philadelphia, Edwards comes in for Edgecombe. And Terry subbed in for Trendon Watford. Left side, George puts up a three. The Warriors pull it in.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
The 76ers trail by 12. Terry kicks to Oubre. On the wing, George. Embiid sets the pick for George. And he drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got his second basket of the night.
Even though he's a great jump shooter, I think George is at his best when he's going to the rim.
That one falls.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
1:32 left to play in the first quarter. George passes to Embiid. Back to George. That doesn't go either for George.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Screen by MP. Shot by Pajemski, no good.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Terry the pass to George. And the 76ers get it back for three. And another shot. And it's George again missing.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Melton finds MP. From deep, hands it from downtown. MP's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The 76ers with another miss.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top. They lead by 18. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how... The 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Trendon Watford comes in for Walker. And it's Edgecombe in for Terry. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Quentin Post is out there with MP. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Butler. And it's Pajemski in at the point. The 76ers trail by 19. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Detroit had a huge game. He had 63 points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Outside Edwards. Embiid sets the pick for Edwards. No good from outside.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Back to MP. Buries it from three-point range. MP's got 22 points.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Barlow, covered by MP. Barlow passes to Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Nice move. And the layup is up and in. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Warriors leading by 17. Embiid with the steal. Outside Edwards. Pass to Edgecombe. No good with the triple. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Shots good from Butler.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
The 76ers trail by 19. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Paul George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Oubre comes in for Edwards. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
You know, just looking back at things, I'd be hard-pressed to find a more complete stretch of games by anyone in the league. He was getting it done and stuffing the stat sheet night in and night out on both ends of the floor. Truly a dominant run.
Here's Curry with the 3. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Curry's got 16 points.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
George with no one around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And MP throws it down hard.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
The 76ers trail by 21. Outside, George. Over MP. And the rejection by MP.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Greg, this is an exciting part of the season, isn't it? The trade deadline is behind us, and we're going to start seeing guys around the league in new uniforms. The stage is set for us.
Yeah, and we saw some teams make some moves to get better as we come up on the All-Star break. It'll be interesting to see how those new additions mesh.
Curry's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the rejection by MP.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
On the wing, MP. Latre connects again from distance.
And with every three-pointer made now, he comes closer to that top spot.
You know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance.
Well, Curry's high mark of 402 is so far ahead of the rest of the field, but he's got a good chance to come close to it the way he's been shooting.
And the 76ers call time here. And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. And we got a big Bay Area hoops guy in attendance. Famous Los in the house watching the Warriors.
And he's a huge Warriors fan, and he's enjoying this current Golden State lead. Doesn't get much better than that.
The three from George.
He anticipated it, and he trusted it. MP said, not in my house.
Oubre passes to Watford. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And the three ball is good. That's now 8 points here for PJ Edgecombe.
And when Edgecombe is this set up, he usually is good to go. He'd rather shoot off the catch.
For the three, and another three for Golden State.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the second. Oubre for three. The Warriors pull it in. MP's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
George, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's MP. Curry outside, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. Back right after this.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Well, looking at the Warriors, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Warriors.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the three-point shot. The defense is scrambling, but look, this is where they felt they could get their points.
Yeah, teaching floor spacing 101. We'll see what class is like coming out of intermission. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey, Chad out there. I appreciate y'all jumping on NBA 2K26 with me tonight. I am going to have to do a cut off at about 8:30 or so, but I'm hoping to be done with the game by then, so stay tuned. If you're new, subscribe, thumbs up if you like what you see. I'll be back on.
He's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The 76ers shooting struggles apparent, 37% from the field. And so in the game for the 76ers, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Watford out there with Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kev. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. It's good. Curry's got 18 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
George looking around. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Line him up and knock him down. You know PG is good to drill a handful of threes when he steps on the floor.
Here's MP. Butler dishes to MP. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. MP's got 37.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Here's George. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
MP passes to Curry. And here is Horford. This one for 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Timeout called the 76ers. And getting very close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest. And you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
You look at MP, some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And the list of participants is going to be final soon, so we'll be sure to keep you posted. This year's dunk contest should be a very special one.
And every year it seems we see something in the dunk contest that we've never seen before, and I don't think this year will be any different.
Here's George. 16 points for him. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's George. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Oubre passes to Watford. To the middle. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Warriors have gone.
Oh, wow.
Goodness.
Man. Making sure of that one. MP at ground zero.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Watford. George against MP. George passes to Embiid. Basket good. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, that felt like PG was baiting the defenders there. Great use of the pick.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Now Edgecombe. He's got 8. Embiid from outside. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Warriors have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. MP kicks to Curry. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Curry's got 27 points. Here's Edgecombe. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And here's George for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Takes a step back. MP dishes to Curry. Back to MP. Lets it go with a 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Curry outside. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. In general, RJ, how would you describe Kelly Oubre's value to a franchise?
We know what Oubre provides a team. He's a versatile player who adds length. When he's aggressive on the offensive end, his slashing and movement can cause problems.
Embiid. And the rejection by MP. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East could definitely turn some heads.
Edwards, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
From deep, George, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Podziemski, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Philadelphia also making some changes. Barlow's checked in, and Terry's subbed in for Trendon Watford. The three from MP, and again for three.
Nails it, and is now even for the record.
Hard to believe, isn't it? His next shot from range will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season.
And he didn't come all this way just to tie the record. I can promise you that 403 is the goal.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Drummond's checked in for Embiid. What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. MP is number 1.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Outside, George. Pass to Edwards. Curry with the steal. Here's Santos. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game, and so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. He's checked in for the Warriors. And the 76ers also making a change. Oubre's checked in for Jabari Walker. MP outside. MP with a screen on Edwards. Payton passes to MP. Good! Another from 3.
And who thought it couldn't be done? That 3 moving him into history.
You could feel it as soon as it left his hand. He is the king of the 3 and now stands alone. Alone at the top of the list.
And I didn't think anyone would touch Curry's record for threes, but here we are. MP has done the unthinkable. What an incredible season.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got MP. Gary Payton II is out there with Podziemski. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Santos in at the small forward position. Pass to Oubre. Which current player?
And he's put on a show from long range, and boy, he has done this all season.
And the fans, Greg, letting him know how much they appreciate his amazing touch.
And what amazes me, whether he's wide open or covered like a blanket, as my guy Perk would say, his confidence never wavers. Historic season from beyond the arc.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Terry looking over the floor. Here's Barlow. The shot off that time. Good defense by MP.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Good D by Embiid.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Outside Edwards. Down low. Embiid inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
MP works to refine his shooting mechanics every day, and it shows up in his game.
Pass to Edgecombe. And here's George for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 15 points here in the second half. George against MP. Embiid with the steal. Oubre, right side. Poke loose. Now, here's MP. Jacks up a three. And good. He hits it again.
And he's got 60 again. I've never seen scoring like this. He's now tied the mark for most 60-point games in a year.
You know, to tie that mark, that's something I didn't expect to see in this lifetime. What a season he's having. Pass to Pajemski. From outside the arc, Oubre pulls it in.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Outside, George. And here's Embiid. Post covering. Launches a three. The shot by Watford, no good. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Pass to Pajemski. The three from MP. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Oubre passes to George. Second chance shot, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're ahead. MP with it. Now defended by Embiid. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Watford. To the right side. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can...
The previous play is under review.
Original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The slow motion replays. you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to post. Here's MP, and hit another basket. That's 62 points, 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And he knocks down the first one. And Watford drops them both. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The drive by MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And
so we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling.
They didn't give me that other block. That's garbage. That should have been a quadruple double, chat, not a triple double. But that's all right. I appreciate you watching. Love the attention. If you're new, subscribe. Thumbs up if you like what you see. I do have to do a hard stop right now. I will be back on tonight. You can bet that. But for now, I do have to go. Again, thanks for watching. Check me out a little bit later. It's always okay to be 2K. One of a kind, 478. After the stats roll up.
MP right here. Right here. Thank you. When
we're going to do the press conference.
Think about the greatest three-point season ever. They'll think of you, MP. Where do your thoughts go when you think about your accomplishment?
To Vermont. To all those winters that seem like they never end. I remember shooting in the cold, in the dark. Shooting till I couldn't feel my fingers. Shooting till I reached the point where I'd never have to be out in the dark, in the cold again. Looks like I've made it.
You did. Thank you.
MP, right here.
I'd love to
MP out here breaking the single season record for three-pointers made? No surprise to me. MP's been at the top of my list to break that record. Shout out.
Ooh, I topped Oscar Robertson for the most triple-doubles by a rookie. They saying MVP. They saying MVP. Yeah, baby. Top all-star. All right, chat. I do really have to go. One of a kind, 478. We gone.